conversations continue here on ET Now. We have Sachin Shah with us, CEO and Executive Director at Embassy Developments. Now, Sachin, first off, good speaking with you. Let me first start off by understanding that this new 400 crore project that you've launched, what's the kind of timeline in terms of execution that you're penciling in?
Sure. So it's Embassy Serenity. It's a 111 unit development in Alibag near Thal. It's second home development across 7 acres. We've got spacious 2 bedrooms and 3 bedroom units out here. It's a low density project. We just received our RERA in January of this year, and we're looking to launch and complete this project between 3 to 3.5 years out here.
Understood. And with regard to all the approvals, are all of those in place to ensure that you do that in the next 3.5 years? What's the internal policy like? Do you get approvals upfront? How does that play out? Because oftentimes where development is concerned, approvals really are the big nagging factor.
We have all our approvals in place. That's how we got our RERA then finally. And so we are good to launch right now. Excellent.
Okay. Sachin, 5,000 crore is your guidance with regard to pre-sales for FY26. Do you achieve that? Because you have a long way to go where Q4 is concerned if you were to achieve that.
Right. So as you know, the first half of the year, we were at 700 crores. We increased that to 2,000 crores by, the end of Q3. We are looking, cautiously optimistic that we will get to 5,000 by March 31st. We have a bunch of launches that took place or are taking place in this quarter. We have sales from some of our launches from last quarter. So, we're remaining cautiously optimistic that we get to that 5,000 crore number by March 31st.
Okay, yes. So let me talk about those launches because our analyst Rabinder has very, very nicely collated the entire launch pipeline for us. Worli, there's a large launch. It's a 9,000 crore or near 9,000 crore GDV launch for you.
Right.
Does that likely happen this quarter?
Oh, yes. We've already started selling in Worli. We have received our RERA at the end of December. So the soft launch is kind of underway. Sales are taking place in Worli. We have a development in Bangalore called Sky Terraces that's about to launch pretty soon as well. We're expecting very strong and robust numbers from that launch. Plus, we have our projects, some of our projects that we launched in Q3 as well. So that come into the pipeline as well for Q4. And that's how we achieve our 5,000 crores towards the end of the year.
Excellent. So it'll be launch dependent, or you're comfortable with the kind of launches that you have. You have 2 in Bengaluru, Alibag is done, Worli is done.
Yes.
So is it largely driven by the Bengaluru projects now, in your opinion?
So no, there will be obviously the Bombay projects that be adding value over here as well, including Citadel, which is the project that we have in Worli, and Alibag too. But Alibag is a much smaller project, so it will be driven by Bangalore and obviously Citadel adding to that as well.
And with regard to execution, Sachin, how is that playing out on your numbers? Give us a sense. How does Q4 execution pipeline look like? Because that will reflect on your P&L in Q4. So I'm trying to get a sense of how that plays out.
Yeah, so let me just say that we're very confident of launching the projects that we've stated that we're going to launch in Q4. So they're on track. In fact, in our earnings this quarter, we spoke about the projects that we can launch this year. And we spoke about some projects that have been delayed to Q1 of next year or Q2 of next year. And that's primarily because we're adding more square footage to the development, or we're, just rethinking our entire design. So it's not, for us, it's not volume driven. It's really kind of, intent on, focusing on design, having a good product that comes out to market right now.
Point taken, Sachin. How should one look at your entire launch pipeline? You've got around 21,500 crore, if I include Citadel and the like, and Alibag, of course. But talk to us about how, therefore, the next couple of years or next 2 to 3 years look like in terms of launches and in terms of pre-sales. You do 5,000 crore this year. What does FY27 look like on that pace? And maybe give us a couple of years forward as well in terms of visibility.
Sure. Let me start by saying that, look, we did more than 19,000 crores of launches this year. We believe that we'll overtake that number for next year as well. Our guidance for this year was roughly 5,000 crores of pre-sales. Based on the projects that we have in hand, plus the new launches that we're expecting to have in kind of FY26, 27, we believe that we should cross that number for next year as well. We haven't come out with guidance yet. We will do so probably towards the end of March, early April. But let me just say, but we're feeling very confident we should be beating that 5,000 crore number for next year.
And Sachin, what's the sense like? You're currently, the pipeline looks at 21,000 crore odd. Is there an aspiration to increase the kind of size of the pipeline? And if so, what is that kind of number you'll be looking at maybe over the next 12 months to increase that size?
Yeah, we are looking at new developments. We're being selective about it. We've realized that it's extremely challenging looking at society redevelopments in South Bombay. So we've kind of stayed out of those. We are being selective in what we choose in Mumbai. Bangalore's our home market out there. So we continue to drive growth in that market as well. And we actually have a lot of projects in land banks in our company today. So, I feel very comfortable that over the next 2-3 years, we can meet these, guidance numbers that we're giving, which I'm saying for next year will cross 5,000 crores. And, that's from our existing pipeline as well. And the new development that we're looking at today would start adding to the kind of FY27, FY28 numbers out here.
Okay. Sachin, hi, morning. This is Nehi also joining in the conversation. Talk to us about how your collections are shaping up, how they've been in the quarter gone by. The next 3 years for guidance, in terms of the guidance for collections, you've guided around 14,000 crore rupees. Talk to us about how that trajectory is shaping up. Are you in line for that?
Yeah, so look, in the first 9 months of this year, we hit 1,100 crores. But again, we've always come out saying that, look, it will be a slow start for us, right? The merger took place last year in January. A lot of the integration had been done kind of, previously, but, we spent a lot of time fixing things that we needed to fix. And now the wheel's in motion. So we are spoken about guidance of roughly hitting 2,000 crores of kind of collections by the end of March. We believe that those numbers will start increasing as these new projects come into the fray this year and next year. So while again, we'll come out in March with what our collection numbers should be for next year, we believe it should be higher than the 2,000 crore guidance that we had for this year.
All right. Sachin, post this merger between Indiabulls Real Estate and Embassy, what is it in terms of synergy that this brings to you as the platform entity which is going to absorb these assets? What does it do?
Right. So I think, look, what I think the merger gave Embassy was a platform with employees and projects to enter 2 new different markets, which is NCR and Mumbai. So I think, it's a little different than just coming into a new city with a project. I think we've come in with a team, we've come in with a platform, we've come in with very experienced people who understand liaising, can understand planning and design in different markets. And I think that will give us an edge over time. It took some time for this merger to get done. But now that it's kind of out of the way, I think now we move forward. And like I said, the wheels are in motion now, and this accelerates, and the growth should be exponential for us as we kind of cross across different fiscal years.
Okay, Sachin, that sounds good. And we'll be tracking this development going ahead and hope to be interacting with you more often as well. Thanks so much for your time.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.